Gym Makers presents the Beyond Brilliant broadcast, where we empower ladies and leaders to shine in their brilliant zone. Join your hosts, Dr. Nicole Steele and Dr. DeYonne Parker, as they share their secrets to help you gain clarity, build confidence, and unleash your courage. If you're ready to get connected, gain insight, spark your creativity, be inspired, and embrace your brilliance, grab a pen and a friend, and let's get started.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Brilliant, where we help you gain the clarity, confidence, and the courage to help you shine in your brilliant zone. I'm Dr. DeYonne Parker, the Courage Catalyst, and I'm that hand on your back that helps you move out of your comfort zone all the way into your courage zone. Now I'm joined by my amazing, brilliant purpose partner, Dr. Nicole Steele.
Yes, and I am the confidence coach. I am the voice in your ear reminding you of who and whose you are. So Dr. D, I am excited. We get a chance today to do another Brilliant Bag episode. So for those who are listening or viewing us for the first time, can you share with them what this whole concept is all about?
Yes.
This is one of my favorites.
Me too, girl. I would love to share. First, let me just say big shout out to those of you who've been tuning in and writing into the show. On this particular episode, what we do is we take your questions and we answer them and give advice live on this show. So thank you for tuning in and rocking with us. We are so excited. Now, what we would ask you to do is to grab a pen and a friend, because honey, you're going to want to catch all of these gems that we're going to be dropping. You might recognize yourself from someone else's question or experience, so we don't want you to miss a thing. Dr. Nicole, are you ready?
I am, always.
Let's
I stay
dig
on
in.
ready. I stay on ready. So let's see what we have here.
All right.
We have a writer. Her name is Joanne, and she said that she's ready to write her first book. She's not sure where to start. It's been in the making for 2 years. So she's a little bit tired and exhausted and frustrated because she hasn't been able to be consistent.
Wow.
She's wondering, should she even continue the journey? So I think that both of us can speak to what Joanne
Yes,
is
we can,
going
honey.
through. Let's talk to her about our journey and some things that worked for us during our walk in writing over the years.
Exactly. I mean, my goodness, we have talked so many times about this. I mean, the word consistent, number one.
Yes.
So, Joanne, please don't fret. We've been there a time or 2 or 3. The first thing that we would say is just start.
Yes.
Start, start, start. I'm telling you, don't let that dirty talk in your head hold you back from you thinking that you have to be an expert writer and all of these different things. No. Pick up the pen, start. Throw a notebook in your bag, some sticky notes in your bag, because you never know when you will have inspiration to write. Just start.
Something else that I'll add to Joanne, be encouraged, but you've got to be consistent and intentional with your plans. So what I mean by that is, if you don't have the creativity, if you've not gotten that spark of creativity because it's been so long, put yourself in a place where that spark can be ignited. So if that is joining a writing circle, if it is reading one of your favorite books, if it is talking with a friend, if it is asking a friend to hold you accountable for your writing time each week, and literally putting it on your calendar that from 6 to 7 every Sunday, I'm going to get my pen and I'm going to write no matter what comes.
That's good.
But it is very, those are things that worked for me.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Joanne, listen, what didn't work for me was not, what didn't work for me was trying to be perfect.
Come on.
Trying to be perfect. And I'm telling you, my goodness, I wasted so much time trying to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, honey. It has to be done.
That's it.
You can version. You can iterate version 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. The greats do it all the time and republish their work. So just want to drop that on them right there. What else, Dr. Nicole?
Well, I think that's good. I think that's a good start. Just know that we are cheering for you and encouraging you. You are not alone, our sister, but we believe in you. We believe in you.
Shall we get another one?
I think we should.
I'll do the honors of this one.
All right.
Let's see what we got going on here in this bag. Dr. Nicole, this is from Ruby, honey. She has grown adult children still living in her home. They don't want to leave. She's tried to help them get on their feet, but they have left only to return again. She's in her golden years. She's a retiree, and she really wants to live her best brilliant life. Well, but they're still in her house.
Wow, wow, bless her heart.
What we got for her?
Let's save space for Ruby and for Ruby's kids, because nobody really wants to live in their parents' house. Most adults don't want to do that. And but I do want to just take a moment. If there's anyone who is in this situation, we want to just acknowledge that times are hard right now between COVID, Dr. D, between the financial crisis, the housing market. There are so many different things that are requiring, even for college graduates not being able to find jobs. There are real, genuine reasons why moving back home makes sense. But one of the things that Ruby and anyone else in that situation should do is to have those courageous conversations up front, to set those boundaries, to set those expectations earlier, and to set some deadlines.
Honey,
some
please,
timelines.
yes, put the deadlines, set a calendar alarm so they can go off. Yes, all of that. And Ruby, if I might add, Dr. Nicole, Ruby, you can take a staycation, honey.
Come on.
You can go find yourself a cabin in the mountains and get away from the people in your house. I'm just saying. You are entitled to still live your best life while things are happening, right? While people are in your house making plans to get out of your house. I just want you to know that you are still free to do just that.
Yes.
So
one other thing that I would say to Ruby is make sure that you determine what the rules are in your house.
Yes.
What are the rules? Because there's nothing like feeling disrespected. So if you have rules in terms of curfew or visitors or smoking or who knows what, music, your home is your sanctuary.
That's
so
right.
You need to have those conversations. Don't assume that your adult child, listen, if your child has gone out, they're coming back as an adult with new habits. Have those conversations.
Exactly. You know, the only thing that I would say to that is just ditto and ditto and ditto and ditto some more. So I know we've got a lot more show. I know we've got a lot more stuff in our brilliant bag, my goodness, but you're gonna have to wait, honey, until we come back from this break, because we gotta pay some bills.
Yes.
So don't you go nowhere. Grab your pen and a friend, and we'll be right back.
The time has come to take your brilliance to the next level. Do you have big dreams and desires that have unfortunately been placed on pause? Do you feel exhausted or overwhelmed from trying to figure things out on your own? Do you have potential that is yet to be unlocked and unleashed? We know all too well what it feels like to have to answer yes to these questions. What you need is to be connected to a community of brilliant women like yourself, where you can be supported, encouraged, and challenged to get outside of your comfort zone. Don't let another year pass you by and risk being stuck in the same place, personally or professionally, this time next year. Accept this personal invitation to join our Beyond Brilliant network, where we help women move beyond their brilliance and gain the clarity they need, thrive confidently in their purpose, and live courageously in their power. Are you feeling paralyzed with panic or overwhelmed with how to switch gears and pivot in your business? In the midst of crisis or change, we're often pushed to think differently, more creatively, and be more courageous in taking smart risks. This can not only put us in an uncomfortable position, but for many, it can cause you to come to a screeching halt. Instead of becoming discouraged and losing business opportunities, ask yourself these questions. How might I reframe my thinking? How might I explore new ways of doing business? How might I create a new, innovative approach to my problem. How might I pivot like a pro? Gym Makers invites you to schedule your 1-hour consultation today and let us help you put a pivot plan in place to take your business to the next level. Are you stuck, frustrated, in need of a fresh perspective? Don't want to go another year just thinking about that brilliant idea? Well, have no fear. Your struggle stops here. What you need is a brilliant brainstorm to help you begin flowing in your brilliant zone again. If you're ready, we're waiting. Schedule a brilliant brainstorm with members of our Gym Makers team to help you get unstuck today.
Welcome back. Now, before we went to break to pay some bills, we were answering your questions in this brilliant bag, and we gave away a lot of gems, and we hope that you were able to pick those up. If you just tuned in, oh, you're in for a treat. We are answering live on our show amazing questions from our viewing audience. Dr. Nicole, I know we still have a couple of things in that bag to answer.
I can only imagine.
You want to dig in and do it, girl?
I do. Can I go next?
Yes.
Let me see. Let's see what's here on top. Let's see. All right. So we have, Camille. Camille has issues with coworkers not respecting her boundaries.
Oh.
She said that she has had to deal with people touching her hair.
Oh, say it ain't so.
And asking, clutch the pearls, girl. Asking if she's wearing a wig or a weave.
Oh, the nerve.
Oh my gosh. So she's wanting to know, how do I keep my cool and my job and still keep people out of my space? Let's go there.
Can we please? I gotta
Let's
put
go
my
there.
cards down for this one. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, if there's anyone listening who has found themselves on the other side, asking someone to touch their hair, please don't do that,
Yes,
okay?
please.
A woman's hair is known to be her crown. And so I know we've been in situations like that. There's one thing to admire, there's one thing to compliment, but humans are not pets.
No, not at all.
Come on,
Please don't.
Share your story. Share your story. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So let me just share this with you all, my friends. I have had several conversations about this. Now, women of color, now listen, there's a history behind our hair and being touched and all of that. There's a lot of history behind that. One particular trip I took, I was in Europe, and I was in the elevator. And I had braids at that particular time because as Tabitha Brown says, because it was my business. And I felt a tug in my hair. And lo and behold, there was a man behind me that had a fistful of my braids. And I was horrified. And I looked back, and he did not speak English, but I spoke body language. And it was a whole no, and I grabbed my hair back from him and abruptly left the elevator when the doors opened. I was horrified that anybody would just, yes, it was not cute. So please don't do that. It is a violation of your space. And we can go so deep on this. We have the right?
We do. And if you find yourself on the side of that where someone is infringing on your boundaries, use your voice. Yeah. It doesn't have to be nasty. No neck action needed. What you simply need to do is, please don't. Yes, please don't. You don't owe anyone any explanations of whether or not your hair is real. If you purchased it, it's yours. How about that?
That's right.
But boundaries and using your voice are important.
That's good.
So before the next commercial break, let's get another one in.
Let's dig on in and do it in this season. I love this. I'm so grateful for all of your questions, my friends. Thank you for writing in. This is from Inga. She says she watches the show and was excited to know that we empower female leaders. Now, she's led people for over 15 years and enjoys the space, but has been feeling a bit concerned about her team and the racial tension that's in the U.S. She is trying to find creative ways to build daily inclusive moments into her leadership style and her team. And really what she's trying to do is she wants to know, how do I do this without making my team uncomfortable?
This is
yes,
good.
yes, this is
good.
real good.
I'm very proud of you. Is it Ingrid?
It's Inga.
Inga, I'm very proud of you for making that a top priority.
Exactly.
Because it is something that definitely needs to be addressed. But it is going to call for both clarity, it's going to call for confidence and courage in this situation, and creating space for your team. You are the leader of that team, so you have been put in a place of respect, of leadership, and you have to lead by example. So if that is a matter of you being intentional and making time at the top end of every team meeting each week to carve out time to have reflective questions or to highlight issues and to create that space, that would be the first thing.
I agree. I definitely agree. And I've had a lot of experience with really just teaching inclusive leadership around the globe. And so what I really want you to think about is that this is not going to be comfortable. I want you to just know that already. Give yourself permission to know that to get comfortable with it being uncomfortable. But the more you do it, the more comfortable it will become. And it's not a one and done.
Come on.
So we definitely want to do that. Now, we can go deeper and deeper with this because it's a hot topic.
It is a hot topic.
Now, we got other shows.
Yes.
We got other shows, but we definitely want you to keep tuning in. We're not done with what's in this brilliant bag, but we do have to pay some more bills. So keep watching, and we'll be right back.
Diamond in the Rough has been for me
a sense of family.
Family.
All the mentors are always there for you. You're surrounded by a group of girls who
love you, care for you, try to help you.
You feel that you're welcome to ask any questions.
They implement growth, empowerment, love.
We bring families together.
It's life-changing.
That you have a sister anywhere you go.
We look out for each other, we lift each other up.
Because of the sisterhood and what they teach you there, you know that you have to place it in your life forever.
The vision and the mission of this organization is huge, transforming the world, one child, one family, and one community at a time.
We'll be right back with more of Beyond Brilliant right after this word from our sponsors. Don't you go anywhere. The time has come to take your brilliance to the next level. Do you have big dreams and desires that have unfortunately been placed on pause? Do you feel exhausted or overwhelmed from trying to figure things out on your own? Do you have potential that is yet to be unlocked and unleashed? We know all too well what it feels like to have to answer yes to these questions. What you need is to be connected to a community of brilliant women like yourself, where you can be supported, encouraged, and challenged to get outside of your comfort zone. Don't let another year pass you by and risk being stuck in the same place, personally or professionally, this time next year. Accept this personal invitation to join our Beyond Brilliant network, where we help women move beyond their brilliance and gain the clarity they need, thrive confidently in their purpose, and live courageously in their power. Are you looking to start that new business, create new strategies, or stretch beyond where you are right now? Well, look no further. Gym Makers LLC is a coaching and consulting company committed to empowering ladies, leaders, and little girls. We're committed to providing insight and innovative resources that exceed today's normal standards, and to help you gain the clarity, confidence, and courage you need to shine in your brilliant zone. Through our creative content, coaching, conferences, and brilliant community, we'll help you develop the necessary skills to not only achieve your goals, but to sustain them. If you're ready to go after your big dreams, accomplish your big goals, and soar to the next level, contact the Gym Makers team today and let us help you get there.
Welcome back, my friends. All right, we've been digging into this bag of brilliance and answering all of your questions and dropping some gems, so I hope you've got your pen. We're ready to dig in some more. It's getting hot up here, girl.
Yes, it is. That's what Nellie said, right? That's what Nellie said. It's getting hot in here. But stop there. Okay, great. All right, so this one, we don't have a name for this person, but it says that she picked a career path based on others' expectations. But now she's not clear about whether or not this is what she really wants to do.
Oh, wow.
She's been in her current career for a long time, and now she's trying to make moves. It doesn't make sense to those that are close to her, so there are people questioning her, girl, why you want to do that?
Oh.
And she's wanting to know what to do in this situation. She signed it anonymous, but that is something that plagues a lot of people.
Yes, and a lot of women.
Yeah.
A lot of women, especially in this season right now, right? A lot of people who are coming off of COVID, going back into the workforce and all of this have really now discovered, like, you know what I was doing before may not be what I actually enjoy now.
Exactly.
So you get an opportunity to do a do-over, and it is okay, and it's not anybody else's business, as long as you're clear. And if you have found the passion into something else, right, that it's okay for you to make that pivot in your career to do that now. Test some things. The best advice I got on career transition was date the job.
Ooh, I like that.
Date the job.
Date the job.
Instead of, you don't got to be married to it, right?
Not
You don't have to be committed to it. You're trying it out just as they're trying you out, right?
Yeah, that's a great way to take the pressure off of yourself.
I agree.
One other thing that I would say is you get to determine what success looks like.
Yeah.
And so if success to you, for some it might be monetary gain, it might be status, it might be climbing to that corner office in a corporation. But for others, success looks like significance and making impact in their community or being able to have more time with their family. It might not make financial sense to everybody, but this is your life, your path, and God has a purpose for you.
That's right.
So the only voice that you need to be listening to, in my opinion, is the one above, the one who created you. He will never lead or guide you astray.
That's right.
So
that's good, my sister. That's good.
Listen, let me just say this. God does not have to have a whole conference with your whole family to determine your purpose.
I know that's right. Okay. You and him alone get to make this transition. I love it. Shall we dig in?
Let's go for one more.
One more in here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check up the bag and see what we got. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, my friends. Christina. Okay. Oh, all the single ladies. She says, single woman trying to get her groove back. She has never been single, and she is trying to figure out what it means in this season. She's never really dated and doesn't know where to even begin. Oh, girl, I could feel her on that.
Oh, can I start here? And not that I can speak from being single right now in my life, but I was. But it begins within. Whatever her name was, Christina, it begins within. Ooh. And so it is you that have to determine, first of all, who you are. Your identity and who you are matters. If you're not clear on who you are and what you want and what you have to offer, you got to make sure this is whole.
That's right.
People want to say, well, I'm looking for mine, but is he looking for you? Can he find you? How are you showing up? So I think that what I see from afar and what I hear from some of my single girlfriends is it's hard out here. But that doesn't have to be your story. Maintain your standards, honey. Make sure your standards stay high.
I love it.
Listen, you are not parched. Listen, I might be thirsty, but you don't have to be thirsty out here.
Exactly.
You don't have to be.
Tag me in, girl. Tag me in. Let me just say that, my friends. You are absolutely right on you don't have to be thirsty. But you know what? That's my season right now is I'm single now, newly single. And so, but I'm discovering me. Yes. I'm discovering what I like and what things make me happy. And so I encourage you to embrace where you're at. God is going to bring who he wants in your life, your Boaz, honey, because I am waiting for him as well. Yes. So bring yourself to yourself, love on yourself. And I'm telling you, it's a great season right now for all of us to embrace that.
Yes.
So, my friends, I want to I know this is our favorite part of the show.
Yes.
I'm going to kick it to my sister because we're going to bring you the brilliant blessing.
Yes, and though we had a brilliant blessing that was planned for the show in general, I am being led to actually speak to that last letter. And I want to just remind that particular viewer that he who finds a wife finds a good thing.
A good thing, honey.
And the reason I bring that up is because in the story of Boaz,
yes,
you know, the wife that he found was handling her business.
Gleaning, honey.
She was gleaning in the field. And he found her. So you don't have to go searching for that next, for your significant other, for your spouse, because if you are being about God's business, God is going to ensure that he finds you at the appointed time.
That's right.
Yes.
Ooh, that was good. Yes. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. So I am so excited, girl. This was a good show.
It was.
This was a good show. We always enjoy our Brilliant Bag segment. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to this segment. Again, if you found yourself in this experience or any of the answers to the questions, make sure that you write us. Let us know what it was for you. And if you have a question that we can answer live on the show, we want you to do that. So bring it back. Tell a friend. Check us out. Hit us up on all of our social media. Check us out at beyondbrilliant.com. We really want you to be a part of this show, okay? So thank you, and we will leave you with this. As always, be bold,
be brave,
and be brilliant.
Bye.
For more information, show ideas, or to be a guest on our show, please visit www.beyondbrilliantbroadcast.com.
To support and empower the next generation of brilliant minds, visit www.ditr.org.
Hi there, I'm Dr. DeYonne Parker, the Courage Catalyst.
And I'm Dr. Nicole Steele, the Confidence Coach. And we invite you to join us weekly for Beyond Brilliance,
a show where you will gain the clarity, confidence, and courage to shine in your brilliance zone.
So tune in and tell a friend. We can't wait to see you.